Okay, so here is a little bit of a before. Sorry, I was getting a little bit ahead of myself and started to kind of pack up some things, so it's a little bit messier than it normally is. But here's just kind of an overview. My bed's gonna scoot over, that's gonna be taken out, as well as the shelves are gone, and then my desk is gonna be under my window. Here is my closet. This part isn't gonna change, just the flooring. But I just thought I'd show you that. This is basically what I am basing my entire room off of. You can find these pictures on my Pinterest in the board called My New Room. And honestly, I just love the really clean vibe, the whole like white aesthetic with some pops of color here and there with kind of like a boho twist. Here's kind of what my bed will look like, not this exact one, but a gray padded headboard. My rug isn't going to be this colorful, but it's just kind of like getting an idea of what it'll look like with a big area rug under the bed. Here is a good idea of what the flooring will look like with just the distressed concrete. Here's some inspo for a plant. I'm looking at getting a bird of paradise. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is just the overall vibe that I'm going for.
Red and white.
The shelf that we came here for. Here's the double version, but we think I'm only going to get the single, because I don't think I have room for the double really.
So it's totally... How much was
We're
it?
exploring IKEA. We're finding some good stuff. Let's go, baby. Hey guys, so I wanted to give you an update from HomeGoods. I just got a mirror and it was a total steal. It was only $100, which is like $95 cheaper than the IKEA one. I think the name of it is the Duvet, I want to say. But yeah, so I found this mirror today and I was like, oh my gosh, it's literally the same thing but half the price. So I got that in the back of the car and I can't wait to show you guys and see what it looks like in the room. And then I also picked up a rug and I'm really not sure if it's gonna work, but my mom and I like kind of liked it. We were like, it could look kind of good depending on what the concrete ends up looking like. So I thought I'd try it out, and then depending on if it looks good or not, I'll keep it or give it back. So that's an update. Totally just like fresh face. I had physical therapy today and so I was just out with that. We just got 4 paint colors to try out on the wall, and I'm just gonna paint them here and kind of align them with the closet so I can compare it to my doors. We got those swatched out, but now we're gonna try a swatch like over in the corner just to see what it does with the light, because they all like look very similar but at the same time pretty different. One at the top is actually the one that we decided on. It's the most white. It doesn't look like it right now, of course, when I film this, because the sun on my window is actually shining brighter, like literally in that vicinity. So we're gonna go with the top one. Okay, now the one on the very bottom looks the best, but I swear it's the lighting. It literally looks like mint chocolate chip if you were here in real life. I'm making some progress. I'm just clearing everything out. So tomorrow the painters are coming and they're taking out my bookshelf and they're going to patch up the walls with any like holes or anything like that. And then I'm like kind of half standing on my window seat. I'm gonna sit. They're going to fix the baseboards and then paint the walls a white. And we actually decided we're gonna do that top one because it was like the most pure white. The other ones kind of had like weird undertones of like greens and grays. So we're gonna go with the top color, and that's actually called... It's called Alabaster. So that's the color we're going with. It's a Sherwin-Williams paint, and we'll be doing that tomorrow, and I'm really excited because I haven't had this room ever. Well, actually, that's a lie. I had it totally plain when I was 8, but then the bookshelves came in, and you can't take them out because they're built in. So I haven't seen like these walls since I was like 8, and I'm so excited because there's so many more possibilities of how my room can be arranged and stuff like that. So I'm super excited, and that's happening in the morning at 7:30. Let's go. I just want to kind of show you guys what I'm thinking and like where everything's gonna go. So you're gonna walk into my room right here, and I'm gonna keep my bed there. It's normally more centered on the wall, but I actually scooted it over, and it's going to be somewhat like that gray padded bed, and that's gonna go right there. And then I have a little nightstand that's gonna go to the left of my bed, and that is actually in a wood shade, so that's gonna go there. And then this big bookshelf is coming out, like I said, and on this left side I'm gonna do the IKEA shelf. Let me show you on here. Oh gosh, that shelf, but I'm only gonna do the single. Oh, I actually have it over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that single, and that's gonna go to the left of my window. And then my desk, I'm actually gonna keep it because it has a really good storage. I'm just gonna switch out the knob so it'll match my new dresser, but I'm going to put that under my window. In this corner, I'm going to put the full-length mirror. So that's what the mirror looks like, and it's gonna look really good in the corner because the IKEA one was actually a little bit too big, so I'm kind of glad that I found that. And then my new dresser is gonna go there, and that's from Living Spaces. And it's kind of like a mid-century dresser, so I think it'll look really good. And then I'm gonna put my TV on top of that. And then of course, I'll have like my big area rug, which is actually ginormous, but I think it'll work. Yeah, it'll go like just on the foot of my bed. Here's kind of a close-up on what the detailing of the mirror looks like. It's actually really pretty. It kind of looks like a metal, but it's actually wood. It's super industrial and really fits the look of the theme that I'm going for, which is kind of like the loft. I want to show you guys this really cool design tip. So I basically got this graph paper and plotted my room on the graph paper so 1 foot is 1 square. And then I plotted out all of my furniture so I could kind of lay out how I wanted everything. This is just a really cool tip to help you visualize what your room is gonna look like, because it's kind of hard to tell in a room, especially like how I have my bookshelves. Like I can't really visualize what it's gonna look like, so this kind of helps me see, and especially with sizes, because I was really unsure if I wanted 1 shelf or 2 over there. So it was very obvious when I mapped it out that the 2 shelves was just gonna be a little bit overpowering. So I would definitely recommend doing this. With all of my little baby furniture pieces, that's kind of what it's gonna look like from a bird's eye view. And again, this is just super easy to kind of plan what your space is gonna look like. And it looks a little bit crowded with the rug, but I'm gonna take the rug out and show you guys that it actually is pretty spacious, especially compared to what I'm used to. So taking out the rug will kind of just open the space up a little bit from the bird's eye, but I'm obviously gonna keep that in. Another helpful tip would be when you're placing your mirror in your room to kind of like gauge where the lighting's coming from, because I definitely want the light on me. So I was thinking about putting it over there initially, except for the fact that I'd be kind of backlit. So you definitely want it in a space that you're gonna get some light. So that's kind of why I chose to do it over there in that corner to the right of my window. So yeah, just take that into account. I'm really looking forward to these coming out because they really stop all of my light. So like these corners are always super dark. So on this side, how I'm gonna have that glass shelf, I'll really get a lot more light in onto the side of the shelf, whereas now it's literally so dark, as you can see. Everyone, it's looking empty in here. Just some final things to take down in my bed.
I still like your colors.
Yeah, the top one. See, now you guys can kind of tell that they're really different.
Good color.
Yeah.
Creamy.
Creamy, kind of purple. Bottom one is still green, even though this camera doesn't pick it up. Just took the bed apart, got the desk out, and it's all cleared. So they just got taken out, and you can see my little blue walls that I used to have when I was little. So cute. Back when I had my beach room, I'll have to show you guys. Yeah. Let's see how it's super echoey in here because there's no carpet to absorb the sound. Hopefully that's not a problem while I'm filming here, but the walls are white. They're coming back tomorrow to paint the baseboards, and then painting is all done. And then Friday is when they're coming to do the floors, but today is Wednesday. So. Okay, today's Thursday, and they just finished the baseboards, and they painted my doors because they were kind of like a yellower shade, so now they match the all white, and it looks really good. I'm really excited for the floors to be done because I think it'll really transform after that. So we have this fan going, but with the guy who's sanding the floors, he just came in and patched where the tack strip was. So that's drying, and then later on today he'll be staining it like a dark gray color, or kind of like a light gray, I guess, but it'll match that and not so brown. So we'll see how that goes later. We just laid down the rug because we couldn't wait and we wanted to see what it would look like. And he's coming back to stain to make it a little bit darker. And I'm hoping that like all these spots blend because they're pretty noticeable. From this side, it looks like very dark. But when the light's shining on it, it's crazy because it looks so much lighter. Isn't that crazy?
Tell them that every rug has a light side and
You
a
can
dark
tell
side.
them.
Every rug has a light side and a dark side.
So we're trying to figure out which side
So
we like.
stand
Okay, now I'm just gonna flip it to show you guys how different it looks. Like, whoa. So this is the dark side now. My dad and I just picked up my shelf from IKEA. How you feeling, Dad? Is almost dry. It took a couple steps to get it to where it is. A couple coats of different colors, and then the sealer and the wax. So that just has to dry. And then we can do furniture on it tomorrow. It looks distressed in some areas, kind of like right there.
You said peel it off the wall.
It's dry. Yeah. Here we go. Exciting stuff.
Add all those little spots. Can we have them not put your mattress in?
They already put the pads on that one. And
Oh yeah, we probably need.
So guys, hopefully this TV doesn't look really tiny on this big dresser. Oh, looks pretty good. What do you think? Huh? Here's an overview, guys.
So
It's looking almost pretty fleeky. The rug like really ties it together. And then I'm loving the brown nightstand. It kind of mixes it up and breaks up all the white. But I just wanted to point out that in order to tie in the nightstand, this bed actually has matching brown legs. So that's why that kind of like gets tied in. And then on my desk, this is actually my old desk, but I'm gonna revamp it by getting similar knobs that are on my dresser. That'll look cohesive and it'll just like really make that look more new because it's a little bit dated, but I wanted to use it still. I just got my eyebrows tinted. Oh, champ, no. And I think it's safe to say that we nailed this DIY home makeover. Woo! Just a little update, the painters actually had to come back. We definitely should have done the flooring first, but we were actually told to do the walls first because the edge wasn't very clean on the baseboard, so they had to add in this little piece at the bottom to kind of like cover it and make it look super sleek. But I'm really glad that we did that because it looked kind of janky and this makes it look a lot better.
Better wash my mouth out with soap. God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth.
My mom had a really good idea to put this granite tray on top of my nightstand, and I think it looks really good. It was actually from my apartment and it was really nice, so I didn't want to give it away, but I didn't really have a place for it. And it kind of ties in the white on my desk over there. I just need to get my new lamp and then that section will be finished. I just got this fire lamp and it looks so good. It matches the little mirrored pieces on the pillow, so it totally ties it all in together. Bam! It's coming together, guys. I just put together my chair. It was pretty easy. The bottom part came assembled and then you just had to attach the top seat to the legs. I got this trash can yesterday from Target and I think it looks really good with the chair. My chair I ordered from Amazon, and then later on I'm just going to touch up my desk with some white shoe polish. We're gonna give that a go just because there's a lot of like little dings on it that I want to like refinish. So I'm gonna try and cover up where my old knobs were because my new knobs that I've ordered look a lot like these ones, so I want them to match. The knobs actually came in. They stick out a little bit more than the other ones. The other ones probably only go to around here, but they match pretty well, so they're good enough. Then here is my plant. I'm actually watering it and trying to give it some sun right now. So it's actually out of the little pot that's from Amazon.